What's going on YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be and welcome back to 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. In today's video, we're going to be jumping into the Knighthood boss battle on hard. I know a lot of you guys out there are struggling on this boss, myself included. So this is definitely not a guide by any means. Right now, in my thought process on this boss, if I can just beat the boss and post a score, I'm totally fine with that. So in this video, I want to kind of show you how I accomplish that. There are a lot of different teams that people are running on this one. Some people are running like double heals. Some people are running like a healer and like Green Merlin to get that perfect cube action. Me, I just put a little faux hit on it, and that's how I get it done. I'm still running some combat class food here because I definitely, for this team right here, I do not meet the requirement. Let's double check that real quick. Yeah, still don't meet the requirement at all. So let's go ahead, grab that little, what is that, little parfait? That little herbs and strawberry combo. Go ahead and eat that up. So yeah, as you guys can see, my team does not meet the CC requirement here, but this is the team that I completed with. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump on in. I have no idea how many takes it's gonna require for me to give you guys a decent idea of what this run's supposed to look like. As you guys know, this is a very RNG heavy mode, and you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Some people might come for me, but I wish this mode would change in the future. I would actually prefer this mode to be less RNG focused and more theory crafting focused. And what I mean by that, and like I said, don't come for me when I say this, but I would be okay if this was the only gameplay mode in the game where you actually just get to select your cards, where you just like select them and just try to post the most damage in the least amount of turns that you possibly can without RNG. I think that would be kind of cool. Like I said, just kind of having like a theory crafting mode, but whatever. Let's go ahead and jump on in. I'll show you a first run here, and then I'll be back to show you maybe like a better run. So what I do, I try to put as much damage on this guy as fast as I possibly can. Throw the ignite stacks on it. Get the damage over time with Jericho. Post a little bit of dommage there with Gother, and then smack in the face. And then I look at my RNG here, and I'm not mad. I'm not mad thus far. Not mad. So as you guys can see, he does a ton of damage. So what we're gonna do right off the bat, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I wanna do this to heal and get this recovery disable off, and then smack you in the face. Let's see what happens here. Man, if I can get this done in one take, I'll be so happy. I don't care how short this video is. Alright. There you go, and that'll kind of prevent people from dying. Not a good run here at all for this next one. See, that's the problem with the RNG. Come on. Alright, well, you know what? I knew it. I knew this wasn't going to be done in one take. And this is kind of what you have to contend with, right? Don't be afraid to be like, you know what? I'm out, forfeit, and come right back in and give it another shot. So obviously if Jericho dies very early, it ruins everything. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and do a few of these, and I'll let you know when we get a good one that's worth posting. Be right back. So when I'm in situations like this, I'll go ahead and use my Gother arrow on Gila here, and then I'll go ahead and just use one of these heals, smack in the face, and then I'll probably, for this last card, I'll just slide this over for right now. Not terrible. Not a terrible run, but that's something that I'll take right there. So let's see what kind of score that was. 688. You know what? I'm just gonna live with that because, like I said, at the moment, I'm not really trying to be super fancy with my score. I'm just like, you know what? If I win and I post something decent, I'm done. I'm done for right now, and I'm gonna continue to kind of try to build power over time. There's nothing that has to be said that you have to post a highest score like today. As you guys can see, my very highest one is 755. Seems a little backwards here. I can probably do a little bit better on normal, but really all I'm trying to do is to make sure that I get these Anvil rewards every week, because that is the thing that you really want to get. So before it resets this week, try your best to kind of clear out this hard mode, whatever, by any means necessary. Just win, just post a score, and hopefully get your way up to one of these Anvils here, because this is going to help you re-roll your SSR gear. And like I said in my equipment guide weeks and weeks ago, yes, you want to run, let's just go ahead and jump on our Jericho here really quick. Long press. So yes, of course, you want to run like SSR gear on the left side, and then like R or common or uncommon, I almost said ultra common, on the right side. But eventually, one day, you'll want to run SSR gear for everything. So getting these Anvils is super, super important, because like for right now, like look at these terrible, like I want to get rid of that. So being able to use these Anvils right over here to kind of reroll these stats is super important. So do your PvP, do your Knighthood guild boss, get these Anvils and start slowly piecing together better and better gear. Over time, you're going to be able to beat that Knighthood guild boss way easier. You're going to be able to farm easier. Everything's going to get easier over time. Just post a score. So hopefully that helped. Like I said, it might be a little bit easier if you run like double heals, or you run like a perfect cube and a heal. Something like that might also help. But it's definitely possible even if you're not strong. Like you saw my score before, I'm 113 where it requires 120, and I was still able to get through there in a decent fashion. So do keep that in mind. Also, when you're re-rolling these stats on when you're with your Anvils, I'm actually gonna re-roll this lowest one for right now. Do it manually. I wouldn't actually do the repeat change on this one. I would just sit here and watch this bad boy, because you never know. It might be something you'd be like, you know what? I'll take that. Ah, man, 5 a pop though, man, I tell you. Let's see what happens here. Crit damage. You know what? I might just leave that alone for right now. I might just leave it alone. I just might. I know everyone's like, you should roll nothing but, you know, base stats, attack, defense, HP. And I agree with that thought process for a lot of characters. But when it comes to these Anvils, they're so hard to come by. I would just take the best thing that you can get, like this. I'll take it. Absolutely take it. So this piece of gear right here, as far as I'm concerned, for Jericho, I'm done. I'm going to use these Anvils on someone else. That's just my thought process. So there you go. I am out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.